we're going to start posting a series of videos on different directors from around the world, like Michael Haneke and Lars von Trier, different directors that we've gotten into recently because we've been watching a lot of films from other countries.
Yeah.
And it wasn't really something, I mean, I'd seen a lot of like the French New Wave stuff and like Bergman things, but like we watched a lot of that stuff in LA, and I'd seen it growing up, but I hadn't really watched a lot of new releases until recently. And anyway, so we'll run through some of the movies we watched, and we'll give you an idea of what this coming film series will be about. A movie that we really liked was Catherine Breillat's Fat Girl, or
For My Sisters.
For My Sister is how the translation would be, but they renamed it Fat Girl for some stupid reason. We put this movie as our #1 most disturbing movie when we posted that video, and it's
really
a mind
good.
fucker. Yeah, it's good.
Very realistic.
Yeah, and she's a great director.
In a Better World I really enjoyed that movie. What is it? I don't know. Where's it from? Which country?
I think the guy Michael Persbrandt, who's a great actor. He's in another movie called Everlasting Moments. He actually he'll probably be in a lot more American movies from now on. He's got a role in The Hobbit. I mean, maybe if his English isn't so good, we'll never see him again. But like, he's been in a couple of these movies we watched.
Is he Dutch or?
Well, Everlasting Moments, I think, is Swedish. I don't know, whatever.
Well, he's really good in whatever he does. And in A Better World, he plays a really, like, a good guy, like a stand-up father, and just a really good guy. And then in Everlasting Moments, he's a jerk.
Right.
So he has a range, and he's good at whatever he does. But in A Better World, I thought was a great movie, and I don't want to give any spoilers, but it comments on war and bullying and...
Yeah, it was okay. I wasn't as into it as Marissa was. It kind of lost me toward the end. I liked it. It won Best Foreign Film, I think, last year at the Oscars. But I liked Everlasting Moments a little bit more. That movie, the guy, Michael Persbrandt, really made that movie for me, though. The next movie we watched, which really affected us, was Secret Sunshine from Korea, which Korea has a really great film scene right now. There are a couple movies on this list that we're going to talk about from Korea, and I don't know, you should check out those movies. They've done some good genre movies with, I think, Oldboy, stuff like that. But then there's also
horror movies and dramas.
Well, Secret Sunshine is by, I forgot the director's name, but he's a novelist, and he's made a couple movies. This movie, the woman who plays the lead role, she won Best Actress at Cannes, I think like 2 or 3 years ago for this movie. And Secret Sunshine was great. Criterion just put it out. We watched it on Blu-ray. It was a really nice transfer.
Yeah, and when we were watching it, it just made me think about what's nice about foreign movies is you get to see other parts of the world and what different towns look like, and it's just interesting for that. Right,
and the more we watch, like the next movie, Mother, from Korea, it kind of, you get, the more Korean movies we watch, the more of an idea we get of what Korea looks like.
Right, and isn't Mother, it seems like it's takes place in rural areas, and Secret Sunshine is in like kind of like a small town. Just different.
Yeah, but it looked urban to us. I mean, it looked almost like Chicago, but then they kept talking about it like being a small town. So I mean, that's what's interesting about this.
Compared to like Seoul.
Right. And we're like 13 Assassins. That's the new Takashi Miike movie. It's not bad. Or I Saw the Devil. That's kind of it's good. You should. I Saw the Devil is if you're into horror movies, you know that one's good. If you're into like these dramas, I don't know if it quite works well enough to be considered as good as Mother or Secret Sunshine, but it's definitely got some good gore, and it's got a plot that keeps you kind of like on the edge of your seat. It's more of a genre movie, and that's like a lot of these foreign films are a lot like Hollywood movies now. Our influence is like kind of penetrated too deeply. But anyway, the next movie, Summer Hours, directed by Olivier Assayas. You didn't really like this one, right?
It was very pretty, so it was, pleasant to look at. A lot of outdoor shots and beautiful scenery, but it was a lot of talking and a lot of talking about things that we weren't seeing happen.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. It was very pretty, and the plot wasn't too concerned with formulaic narrative devices like most Hollywood films. And that's what you were saying. Like a lot of these foreign films aren't as predictable,
right,
as the crap we see here.
Right. I never know what's gonna happen.
I made this movie recently, Carlos. It's a miniseries, and Criterion recently released it in the States. The Sundance Channel played it, and I kept missing part 1, so I didn't want to watch parts 2 and 3. But I think Film Comment, when they did their poll at the end of last year of all the critics, Carlos was number 1. Social Network was number 2. So I'm really excited to see Carlos, and I liked Summer. It sounds a lot different. It's like a gangster story, and Summer Hours is like a character study about a family, but 4 months, 3 weeks, and 2 days.
It's a Romanian movie, and it's really good, and it had me on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, this one was good.
Yeah, it's about an abortion, and abortions were illegal in Romania. I don't know if they still are, but it was intense, and it was really good.
Yeah, this one won Best Picture at Cannes, I think in 2007. And we tried to watch another movie called Police Adjective, another Romanian movie, but we never really got through it. It's on our DVR. We'll finish it someday. This movie was my favorite movie out of all these. Is Uncle Boonmee Who Can Recall His Past Lives. It's from Thailand. And if you want to get an idea of the movie, there's some British guy talking about it on YouTube. Watch the video. He spells it out for you. It's amazing. It's like one of the greatest movies I've ever seen. The Blu-ray transfer, I highly recommend it. And I mean, you didn't watch it,
no,
right?
I didn't see it, but I watched the British guy talking about it, and it sounds like it has a lot of interesting things going on.
Yeah.
Sounds crazy. And the guy was saying that, and you said this too, that it seems like a movie David Lynch would like, or inspired by David Lynch, maybe?
Well, I was saying that it's kind of like, when I wrote about it in my blog on Tumblr, I was talking about how, you could be able to say it's Mulholland Drive in the Woods as sort of a joke, but it means much different than Mulholland Drive, but it has some similar themes and some of the similar things that Lynch has been trying to do, like the guy. Really, oh man, that movie's a fucking awesome movie. Anyway, the next movie, The Last Circus, directed by Alex de la Iglesia. This guy's been making a lot of noise in Spain for years, but he's never really made his American transition.
This is another movie where the title in Spanish actually is something like The Sad Trumpet.
The Sad Trumpet Ballad.
Right, the Ballad of the Sad Trumpet or something, but then in English it turns into The Last Circus.
Well, it's the distributor. Magnet distributed this one. They've been getting a lot of these genre movies. I think they thought maybe it was The Last Circus implies more action, because it's kind of action-packed.
Yeah, this movie is better than I thought it was going to be when I saw the cover, and it looks like just some clowns. I don't know, like a horror clown movie. I was like, alright, but
yeah,
it was pretty good.
Well, the director started with this short film, and we'll make a video about him, but he's been compared to like Guillermo del Toro, or I think his stuff's like kind of like Peter Jackson's, like Dead Alive or Brain Dead, or well, that is Dead Alive, and there's Bad Taste. Anyway, the next movie, Troll Hunter. You didn't watch this one. I think this one's from like Denmark. I don't know where this one's from, but it's pretty good.
Is it a horror movie?
Kind of. It's like a horror comedy, and it's kind of like a Blair Witch type thing. But I normally don't like those movies, but this one, it kind of pulls it off. And it has really good CGI. And so for all you CGI haters, watch Troll Hunter. It uses it to good effect. The Piano Teacher. We talked about this in our disturbing movies.
It's pretty disturbing. It's good.
Yeah, Isabelle Huppert delivers an excellent performance.
Actress.
And so that's Michael Haneke. He's made some great movies that we've watched recently. He'll be his own video. And the next director, Lars von Trier, who I didn't used to be that into. I remember seeing Dancer in the Dark in the theater and being like, oh, what the fuck. But lately, I don't know, his movies have really won me over. I really loved Antichrist.
We put that in our most disturbing, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause that was pretty hard to watch. I had to fast forward through some parts or cover my eyes. It was really good, but
yeah,
scary.
And then Melancholia, his most recent movie, which Kirsten Dunst won Best Actress at Cannes. The only reason I bring up Cannes all the time is because it's much better than the Oscars. Anyway, so like Melancholia is the best movie of the year so far I've seen. You didn't finish it. I have it on my computer. You can watch it, but it ran out.
We rented it on demand, and yeah, the time ran out before I could finish it. But
Yeah.
I really liked it so far. I really want to see how it ends up.
Melancholia is fucking awesome. Go watch that movie. It's playing in theaters.
Demand.
No, it's not on demand anymore.
Oh, right, it ended.
Yeah, it's all over torrents, so it's easy to find. The next movie, another movie that's all over torrents right now, and I'd been hearing about for a year, and I was waiting for the Blu-ray. And I ended up not seeing it on Blu-ray. But anyway, Attack the Block. You didn't see this, but it's a British movie, and I didn't used to be that into movies from the UK, but nowadays I'm really into them. Like The Trip, directed by Michael Winterbottom. It's got Steve Coogan, who I've become like a huge Steve Coogan fan.
He's funny.
Yeah, I love Steve Coogan. He's the best. And him and this guy, Rob Brydon, who's very famous in the UK. They like drive around the countryside and go to all these restaurants in The Trip.
Do a lot of voices.
Yeah, that can get annoying, but Steve Coogan's funny as hell.
Yeah.
And, I mean, they're kind of continuing this thing that they did in a movie called Tristram Shandy, directed by Michael Winterbottom, too. And Michael Winterbottom is fucking workaholic. That guy makes more movies than Woody Allen. He'll be his own video. Anyway, another British movie is called Fish Tank with Michael Fassbender, an actor who is in every fucking movie now.
Right now, he's the new up-and-coming guy.
Yeah.
But this movie was really good. It's disturbing, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael Fassbender's in, like, X-Men. He plays Magneto. He's in Jane Eyre. He plays Rochester. I think he's in Jim Jarmusch's next movie with the woman who plays. Alright, this SD card's running out of room. See you guys later.